Hey everyone, it's Dan,
And Georgina.
and today we're going to show you our favorite pork chop recipe, breaded with cornbread and topped with caramelized onion and apple.
It's the apple for me.
Sponsored by Chairman's Reserve.
Let's get started.
So I have the Chairman's Reserve pork chops here, and these are great quality, and what I love about it is it's basically butcher shop quality that you can find in the grocery store.
Oh, excellent.
And I got bone-in because I really like the flavor that it adds to it.
Mm-hmm.
What's great about these pork chops is the marbling, actually.
Why is the marbling important?
What that does is adds juiciness in the final product.
Well, that is important.
Very important, yes. And it also helps you, it'll still be juicy. You don't need to be as precise when you cook it, like that exact perfect temperature.
Oh, that's also
But with
important
these-
for me.
Yeah. With these, you do want to go to like a closer to 140, almost like cooking a steak, versus the traditional. People think you want to cook pork to death.
Oh, yeah, that's a no-no. When I met Dan, I told him about how I'm the daughter of a Southern cook. My mother makes incredible pork chops, ribs, barbecue, you name it,
And I always thought pork chops were kind of dry and chewy.
which was frankly kind of offensive to me. So I set out to change things and take matters into my own hands. I made one of my mom's pork chop recipes for Dan and completely changed his mind.
Yeah, and now we have them all the time.
And here we are.
I wanted to make this recipe as like an inspiration from the classic recipe that we started with to flavors that we both love, combined into something new and unique on the plate. So to start, I actually marinated these just in some jalapeno pickle juice
Ooh.
and soy sauce. So this is just a traditional breading station with the flour. I've added some salt. We have eggs, and we have cornbread. You can buy the cornbread. I baked it myself. Just a simple cornbread recipe. I just want you to actually mash that cornbread up with a fork
You
so
got
that
it.
we can use that as the final breading layer.
Like this?
Perfect.
Awesome. All right, we've got it pretty much mashed up.
And now I'm just going to take these and dip them one by one first into the flour. Make sure you shake off any excess. And so this recipe is typically baked when we make it. And that's how we'll still make it for the weekdays. I tested this recipe. It works as baked or fried. But this is a special occasion, so I wanted to do a little pan frying of it first.
Oh, that's nice.
You're so easy to impress.
No, I'm not.
And again, drip off any excess. And the last step is into the cornbread. This is perfect, so I'm just going to drop this right into the oil here. So after frying it, I just put it in the oven for a few minutes to finish cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And use a meat thermometer. Don't think you're like too macho or something.
Never thought that.
I'm just
That's
saying
for
in
all
general.
you out there.
Yes, exactly. A lot of people think they want to just be cool and like touch it. Sometimes that's fine, but I think using a thermometer, like, it comes out perfect every time. So why not?
I'd rather be sure and kind of precise.
Yeah. So this is just some onions that I cooked down for a while. Then halfway through the cooking, added the apples.
So was there anything in the pan when you cooked down?
Just a little butter.
Little butter. Great.
And I'm going to drop this right down on top.
Yum. This smells delicious, by the way.
Beautiful. Sort of like, to me, this is the combination of like the traditional applesauce with something new that we personally like. It's like a bit of childhood and a bit of adulthood.
Yeah, like that little bit of sweet and savory.
Do you need to take a picture before we go? I'm going to dig in.
It's a big piece.
It's so crispy, so juicy on the inside, and it just goes so well with apple and onion. Really great stuff.
My turn. I feel like the cornbread coating adds almost like a layer of earthiness, which you don't always get with pork because we tend to, add that sweetness right away, and that's kind of forward. So I feel like the cornbread kind of celebrates the flavor of the pork a little bit more.
Wow, so well said.
Why is he so shocked yet again? Thank you all for joining us today.
And thank you to Chairman's Reserve for the meat. Hope you all make this recipe at home.
And if you do, make sure to tag us. Let us know how it came out.
Until next time.